Welcome back, trainers. So the Abra Community Day has officially been announced by Niantic, and we're going to be going into tips on how to take advantage of this Community Day, as well as going into details on the event that we, or at least I initially thought was going to be a Ginsect release, is something completely different. Kind of thought it was going to be like the whole Regigigas deal, the Colossal Pass, but it's going to be not quite the same. And I asked for your opinions on Twitter, and we're going to be going over what you guys think, as well as my thoughts on this moving forward. So the Abra Community Day is going to be going down March 15th at 11 to 2 p.m. in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, it's going to be from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. And remember, you're going to have time after these specific times for the Community Day to evolve them to get that exclusive move, which has yet to be announced. It's a little bit confusing as to what that is exactly going to be because it already has a good move pool, and they made Psychic a legacy for some reason. I don't think they're going to bring that back, and it also has Dazzling Gleam as a legacy, which I do personally have. Unfortunately, I do not have the Psychic. 3-hour lures, and remember that the Mossy, Glacial, and Magnetic lure are going to be spawning Pokemon more frequently, so you might just benefit from using those and getting a little bit more Pokemon if you're stationary and not able to move and sitting around some Pokestops, so you might want to just go ahead and do that. So March 15th, can't wait for this. Very exciting for the month of March here. A lot of stuff is going down. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this pass. Now, this is not the official artwork for this. I'm just using the Colossal Pass. Now, this is going to be coinciding with the Abra Community Day. So same day. We do not know the official times and when this is actually going to start within that day. So want a new Community Day experience for 99 cents or equivalent to your local currency? You can unlock Community Day exclusive special research story investigating illusions. Complete it for 13,000 Stardust, folks. That's quite a bit. All right, 13,000 Stardust right off the bat for $1. It is pretty good. Now we're gonna get more into this here in just a moment as to what I think. And oh no, here we go, paywalls. I mean, it's 99 cents, folks. So we'll talk about it. So 13,000 Stardust with a star piece on. Holy moly, are you kidding me? And you're also gonna get a Poffin. Okay, that's $1. So that's basically the price of the Poffin. You're going to get a Rocket Radar, which is $3, so you're winning already. 3 incense and other rewards. Stay tuned for when the tickets are going to go live. So they're not officially live yet, and don't worry because they can't sell out. They're digital, and there's no like park. It's just everywhere. So yeah. So putting a star piece on is going to yield you a ton of Stardust for this. That is absolutely fantastic, right? On top of that, you're going to be able to get massive Stardust for the 3 times cash Stardust during Community Day, and it's going to be beneficial for you to run a star piece during that whole time. Take advantage of the current boxes that we do have in the shop that are actually going to have star pieces in them. I'm sitting at around 60 plus star pieces because my grind has kind of slowed down lately, but I'm going to be picking it up as the weather gets better and it gets a little bit warmer outside. So what do you guys think? Let's go ahead and see what you all thought on Twitter here. We're just going to have it scroll down and we're going to look at some of the comments. Now, everybody has an opinion and everybody has a concern, which is perfectly fine, right? Great. And I appreciate all of the input. Now let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, we had the Colossal Pass. What was the problem with that? It was a little bit on the pricey side for exactly what we're getting. My initial last thought on that when I did put out a video was I enjoyed it. I had fun with my friends. I got a bunch of Stardust, you know, a few shiny Regis, and yeah, spend time with my friends, and we had a good time. Was it worth the money? I mean, it is a little steep, to be honest, to get Regigigas early. You're basically paying for that early access, and now it's in the raids, and nobody even cares, right? I skipped probably, I don't even know how many EX raids because of, I just don't care about it. I just don't have I couldn't be bothered by going out and catching Regigigas anymore. But was it worth it? Not really for that price. It was a little bit on the steep side, right? But Niantic has flipped the switch and has done this. They've dropped a 99 cents feature that you're not necessarily going to be missing out on anything. Obviously, if you pay for it, you're going to be getting items in return. So if you're not, you're simply not going to get those. But there's no fear of missing out here. There's Stardust, there's a Poffin, there's a Radar, and there's a few other things that I've yet to announce. That's a lot of Stardust for $1. Or a little bit more depending upon your area. Now, some people were saying that, you know, this is the way it's going to start. You know, they start off with a 99 cents deal, and then they're just going to gradually keep pushing this and pushing this and pushing this, and it's just going to possibly increase in price. And yeah, you see where this is going, right? They're just going to kind of slowly introduce more pay to win. Not that I'm saying this is a pay to win. Now, I understand your concern, but this is just a little bit of a bonus. It's just helping you out for extra Stardust, and it's a nice little touch. Now, one thing that I will say that it's a little bit of a bummer, not for me personally, but for people who are free to play, don't like to put any money into this game and collect only coins from Pokemon that are knocked out of gyms, is the fact that you're not going to be able to purchase this with Pokecoins, which is a little bit disappointing. But at the end of the day, guys, it's $1. It is $1, a little bit more depending upon where you live. Now, there's also this thing, because I'm a critical thinker, you have to go at every angle. Okay, it's just $1, but if they're getting $1 from 1 million people, that is a lot of money, right? Correct. So Niantic is sitting behind the scenes laughing at the whole thing, that we're just happy and content, submissive, and just handing over our money. I wouldn't really call it all those things. Those are a little bit overboard, but you see where I'm going with this. It's a nice touch, and I appreciate them putting out this thing for $1 and getting 13,000 Stardust. And it's going to be a lot more with the star piece on, as well as a few extra items here. Poffin's $1, Rocket Radar is $3, and whatever else items we get, that's already a steal. That's amazing. But at the end of the day, you're not going to really have to do this if you don't want to. I mean, there's no extra Pokemon that we know of yet. There's no extra new features that we know of yet. They could drop more things, and I could just, it's all over, right? I talked and I said there's nothing else, but then they bring something else out. But at the end of the day, it is $1 for a lot of Stardust and extra features. So personally, for myself, it's no big deal. Are they going to continue to push this feature in the future and pressure us with more in-game purchases? Very well so. We'll just have to see where it goes with this. But anyways, one more tip before I do let you go here is the new trade feature for specific Pokemon. This time, we'll focusing on Abra into Kadabra, and then finally into Alakazam. As Kadabra into Alakazam, it's going to cost you 100 candies, but if you do trade that Pokemon, it's going to be reduced to 0 candies. So make sure you're out there grinding with another person and take advantage of those trades, and then it's going to equal into 0 candies to evolve it into Alakazam. If you don't have a lucky trade, then just keep trading a bunch until you get it. I wouldn't really highly recommend trading a shiny. What I would recommend for the shinies is just evolve it into Alakazam, and when you find a lucky friend, then trade them back, mirror trade them there. Otherwise, just trade as many Abras as you can, and then bring that cost down to 0 candies, and you're going to be looking good. So if you do not have a bunch of Abra candies to begin with, you're maybe a newer player, maybe you're not able to grind a whole bunch during the community day, well, this is going to definitely help you out to have 0 candies to evolve into Alakazam. So I hope this video did help you out, trainers. If it did, please give it a big thumbs up if you like the discussion and the topic here. And if you have any concerns, please leave them down below, and I'll try to address them in a later time and bring it up in another video and discuss it, right? There are no horrible questions or concerns, right? There are a bit silly ones and ridiculous ones and things like that. People just trying to be difficult, but for the most part, I'm not going to judge you. Just simply ask the question. All right. So with that said, this is looking great. I'm excited for this. This is my birth month. This month is absolutely lit, guys. I mean, it's crazy. Niantic's really dropping it on us with legendaries, with exclusive moves and shinies. So it should be pretty exciting. Anyways, there you go. Hopefully this video did help you out. If it did, please give it a big thumbs up. I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go, and I'll be catching you all next time.